Welcome to Totally Talent Podcast by HR.com, your go-to source for all things talent. Whether you're looking for expert insights on high-volume hiring, the latest trends in recruitment technology, or strategies for building a winning team, we've got you covered. Join us for each episode as we dive deep into the challenges and opportunities shaping the talent landscape today. Let's get started.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Totally Talent on HR.com. I am your host, Mike Wood, and today we are talking to our friends from Mitratech and my new friend, Rachel. Hi, Rachel. How are you?
Hi, Mike. I'm well, thanks.
So she's Rachel Wyngaard. Did I say that right? I butchered names. It's pretty bad. Okay, Wyngaard. Okay. So, Rachel, how long have you been at Mitratech, and what do you do there?
Yeah. So I'm a senior product manager at Mitratech. I've been here for about 6 years now. And my background's a little bit unusual path into product. I spent almost a decade in HR and talent acquisition before making the transition into product management.
Awesome. So I have to ask you, since you said it, I didn't really know this. I have a lot of people that listen to the show that are TA professionals, just because that's what I
Yeah.
cover. So you were in TA, and now you're in product trying to help. Tell me about that switch.
Yeah. So I started, big SaaS background. I started my career in talent acquisition for another SaaS company. Cut my teeth there. Number of different capacities, whether it's direct hire, corporate recruiting. You get burnt out. You get burnt out really fast. I actually always wonder, what would it have been like if I had started now with HI tools at the ready? Wasn't the case 10, 15 years ago, but I found myself always wanting to improve the process, make it better for the candidates, make it better for me and my team, be able to really engage with candidates who are trying to get to know the company and trying to determine if it's a good fit. And you just get really bogged down with the administrative pieces of it, the scheduling, the reviewing, the papers. It's a lot. So I was always drawn towards this makes it better. What are the tools at hand to speed up my process, help me talk to more candidates, help me talk to the right candidates? And I think that desire to improve the process and find a technological solution that can help me along really pushed me towards product management. I joined Circa, which is our OFCCP compliance tool at Mitratech. I started as the talent acquisition leader and found a way to jump into product when we were building out that team. So that's the long story short of how I got into it.
Yeah, and if those of our people in the audience don't know of Mitratech, there's a lot that you do, especially around compliance. So tell me about leave of absence and what the problems are currently with the whole system.
Yes. So the core problem that we're solving is that HR teams are really afraid of getting leave wrong. It's a black hole of compliance. There's a lot of reasons for this. The laws are complex. They're constantly changing. The consequences of a mistake are real. That compliance anxiety kind of takes over the entire process. So HR's, really focused on eligibility, notices, documentation, and the employee really gets lost in that. It's a real tragedy because, what's happening during somebody's most critical moment of need, it matters. It's a medical diagnosis. It's a new baby, caring for an aging parent. That employee deserves to feel supported. But if HR is drowning in uncertainty, they can't show up that way. So what we're building is keeping or taking the fear out of compliance, automating what can be automated, guiding what needs judgment so that HR can do what they're actually there to do, and that's take care of their people.
I've loved the compliance kind of double-edged sword with AI that it's, so I talk to a lot of countries that or companies that hire across the world, and there's different regulations in every place and whatnot. There's AI that can help make sure that you are compliant in that particular area. And this is great, but at the same time, there's a big risk to doing something wrong. And I mean, I know it just in stories that I've heard from talent acquisition is if you just have one employee that doesn't have a leave of absence, that's just kind of it's not a set plan or something that feel like the employee got a raw deal. Everybody knows about it. So
Right.
you need to have like a compliance product in place, and that's where you guys come in.
Absolutely.
So what else do you provide at Mitratech that can help people hit their compliance goals?
Full suite of products. Certainly I'm in the HR division. We have a legal and a risk division as well. So, really any way you take a crack at it, we've got a solution or are working on one for you. In the HR world, though, that's really been um, a focus of ours is how can we be that more holistic uh, compliance platform, that compliance co-pilot that you can use alongside your HRIS, alongside your end-to-end system to help you dive into compliance when you really need it. And that's how the concept of Weave came to be. Is it's an area that it's really challenging to do so, and we find a lot of customers are um, not using a solution for it today. They're manually doing research. They're manually looking at what someone's eligible for, calculating those entitlements, pulling together the paperwork and the notifications, and it's a lot of work. So we're taking an approach of how can we make that simpler? How can we ease that burden? And how can we connect it with some of the other areas of HR compliance that we support?
I love it. So I'm not a recruiter myself. My wife's a recruiter, so I'm kind of surrounded by it. But I was on the vendor side for many years, in like kind of product marketing and communications roles, and
Mhm.
so it's great to see the different people come out of different areas that realize that this is a problem and that they have an expertise that can help fix the problem. So if anyone out there is listening and you are a TA professional who is interested in a lot of these tech products, Rachel's someone to talk to about how to make the switch. So, when is this? When is the leave of absence product debuting?
July is when we'll be releasing our MVP, so our
Okay,
AI enabled assessment.
cool. Well, I'm looking forward to it. I thank you very much for talking to me. It was a quick, fun interview. If there's anything I can do in the future to bring you back, just let me know.
Awesome. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it.
Thanks for tuning in to the Totally Talent podcast by HR.com. We hope you find today's episode insightful and inspiring. Don't forget to explore more episodes and discover valuable resources at hr.com/podcasts, where you can listen to all of our podcasts. Until next time, keep leading with purpose and making a difference in the world of talent.